Kubola, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, but we have a lot to talk about here. First of all, shout out to Culture Cams because I seen him talk about this and I thought to myself, wow, I need to check this out. I need to give my honest opinion on this because I'm actually tired of the same thing. So shout out to him. Make sure you go and subscribe to his YouTube channel if you're watching this video. It's about Jude Bellingham. It's about Jude Bellingham being a scapegoat once again. It's about the media speaking about Jude Bellingham in a far way. It's about the media coming after Jude Bellingham yet again. It has to stop. I know what it is. It's psychological because they're planting seeds, trying to diminish his character, trying to question who he is, bringing on the field, off the field, because they know they're going to a World Cup. If Jude Bellingham plays well and England lose, they can still find a way to just say, listen, this is what Jude doesn't do. So therefore, he's the cause. Oh, there's a bad attitude in the training ground. Jude Bellingham's the cause. Oh, Thomas Tuchel doesn't like Jude. There must be a reason. Stop all this, guys. Anyways, let's watch a bit of this video and let's see what they actually say about Jude.
Things like that. And now, I just look at this team at Real Madrid and I think, right, if I tell him to do that, is he going to do it? I'm not sure. If I tell him to do that, is he going to do it? I'm not sure. If I tell him to do that, I can name you three or four.
Three.
But I can
up front.
Yeah, and maybe
Mbappe
four.
is not doing a lot when he doesn't have the ball.
Yeah.
Vinicius doesn't do a lot. Rodrigo doesn't do a lot. There's a whole lot of others who have to work double. And I think that also Bellingham is a victim of that.
Yeah.
Now.
Yes, I agree with you. Well,
He's
I think
a victim.
four then.
Yeah, because he can't play in the same way he did when Kroos was there.
Let me stop the video right there. I told you guys this in my last video speaking about Real Madrid. When Toni Kroos is not there, they needed to find a composer like Toni Kroos. I spoke about this all week long. I said Luka Modric as well being lost. It's had an effect on the way that Jude Bellingham can play his role. It's not like the first season when he had Toni Kroos, which was, you know, we could say he was in his prime. He had a fantastic season. Then you had Luka Modric there as well. Then you had Valverde, and then you had Jude ahead of them. Do you know what I'm saying? It gave him the freedom to do whatever he likes. And to be honest, Jude Bellingham works hard off the ball, but not having Toni Kroos there means he has to work double as hard because it's not just Rodrigo you're covering for. It's not just Vinicius. You know, it's now Kylian Mbappe as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's carry on playing the video anyway.
When Kroos was there in the midfield, Valverde was there in the midfield, then they had balance in that. Now, it becomes another guy.
He's an agitator, not a victim.
No, he's a great player. Come on.
He might be, Rudy, but he's also. There's a reason Thomas Tuchel won't pick him.
It's a ridiculous, ridiculous suggestion.
It's not a ridiculous suggestion.
He's the best player they have.
He might be a very good player, but his attitude is wrong.
He just wants to win.
I tell you the biggest difference.
No, he doesn't.
He wants
the difference.
to win.
Bellingham does.
He works very hard for the team.
He doesn't want everyone.
Well, then tell me why two senior England internationals don't want him around.
Well, that's different.
Oh, look, a year ago they were talking about Kane also not in.
Richard Keys. Now you guys have seen what has been said. He said Jude Bellingham doesn't want to win. A man that's won Champions League and La Liga already. One of the best midfielders in the world. Always at the podiums. Always in the team of the year. Doesn't want to win. Okay. Did you see how much he gives for Real Madrid when he plays? Did you see the last game against Man City? The work he put off the ball. Yes, on the ball, he may not have been the greatest, but off the ball. Did you see him at the end of the game against Manchester City? He looked like he was about to cry. He gave everything to that game. And a defeat. It wasn't a Champions League final. It wasn't a Champions League semi-final. It wasn't a quarter-final. It was a group stage game. And he was on his knees. He gave absolutely everything. That's somebody that doesn't want to win. Now, I know because when I play football, I feel the same way. Some of you might be that passionate as well. You don't get the ball, you scream. You lose the ball, you're upset with yourself. But one thing about Jude, he loses the ball, he's going to chase you for it. I think people need to stop this narrative. It's nasty. They're coming after Jude. They're trying to victimize Jude and use him as a scapegoat for the reason that England don't do well. His father, Mark Bellingham, has protected him and Job. Get away from England. Because the media does stuff like this. That's the problem. I mean, when you look at Jude Bellingham, from the age of 16, he's been involved in the first team and he's not had a break until he had his injury this summer to his shoulder. And he's been playing game in, game out every single week. And how many things have you heard about him off the pitch? Young boy, by the way. This young man has made sacrifices upon sacrifices beyond what you and me see to be at the level that he's at right now. That's the honest truth. You don't skip from Birmingham City to Dortmund to Real Madrid. Who does that? Championship team. You go to Bundesliga, straight away Champions League after one season of football in the first team. And then 2 seasons, you're at Real Madrid. You're the main man. Zinedine Zidane's number on his back. Am I saying he's Zinedine Zidane or as great as him now? No. But I'm telling you that the amount of respect given to this young man because of what he's done has taken sacrifices. And the media are trying to take that away in just by finding. When you look for something, you will find it. That's the truth. Because you convince your mind that something's true that's not even true. That's the truth. You're looking for bad, you're going to find bad. Because in your mind, what you're going to see that might be good is actually bad. It's imagination that's going to take you there. They're planting seeds. I know what they're trying to do. It's not going to work. Because we're going to stand up for Jude. I told you, as soon as you sign on the dotted line for Real Madrid, it's finished. Because everybody will hate you. Jude Bellingham, so mature. My goodness, he's so media trained. How do you not make any mistakes when you're talking? I don't even hear any any hesitation. Straight away, you're answering to the media. You know what to say, etc., etc., etc. And then now, villain. Now, oh, Jude, attitude. From where? From where? This guy said, Thomas Tuchel, there are 2 senior players that don't want Jude to play. Who? From where? Attitude from who? Tell us. Even if Tuchel decides to drop Jude, who's better than Jude? I don't like these debates that people have been going on. Like, oh, yeah, because we can play Elliot Anderson and Jude Bellingham. Be serious. Adam Wharton and Jude Bellingham. Be serious. I don't want to keep naming because I'm not downplaying their talent. They're absolute talented players. But I'm talking until this moment right now. What Jude Bellingham has achieved and the kind of player he is. England cannot play without Jude Bellingham and win. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. When a player is on the come up, when you have one of the best players in this generation, adore the player, carry the player, adorn him, treasure him, lift him up, show him admiration. Don't drag him down. And Ian Wright came out and said, yeah, listen, he's a black man with confidence. That's why people are dragging him down. I can see why. Too much confidence. It's a personality thing. And it's not going to go. Jude has been like that since he was a teenager. It is not going to go. That's one of the main reasons why he is where he is right now, at the top of the game, at the pinnacle of football with Real Madrid. That is why. It's that confidence. I believe, I must, I know, because I can. Jude Bellingham. That's it. Simple. You can't take that away from him. And the only way they're trying to do that is diminish, take away. You don't hear nonsense stories about Jude outside. Protected. His parents have done a good job at that. Oh, he's gone here, he's driven there, he's here, clubbing there, this and that. Come back with the... Leave the boy alone. Let him play football. That's why he's playing in Madrid right now. That's why he's far away from England, because it's toxic. It becomes toxic for no reason. And Thomas Tuchel is adding to that. He's adding to that. You need to help. You're the England manager. Help. Huh? Find a way to protect the boy. Protect your best players. That's what coaches and managers are meant to do. Don't leave Jude sitting out there by himself. Last time, oh, you know what? Jude Bellingham, it looked like he wasn't happy when they scored it. Thomas Tuchel said, You didn't celebrate? You don't be saying that. Oh, yeah, because in the England training ground, we have a good team spirit. So I'm surprised. You're surprised. He's a part of the team spirit. He wants to win. How can somebody who wants to win be a bad teammate? I see him shake hands with people. I see him hug people. They try to give you the narrative. Oh, he just ignored Shirky. No, maybe because he lost the game, he was upset and his mind was somewhere else. And then Shirky actually got his attention and they hugged. But, the media won't show you that. Why? Because Jude needs to look bad. Because he plays for Real Madrid. There's more turmoil. We need to add. Whatever's bad that is happening at Madrid, let's add on to it. It's disgusting to see. Honestly, it's disgusting to see. I don't want to talk about Richard Keys, because in that situation, Ruud Gullit came to Jude's defense. He said he's a great player. What you guys talking about? That's the truth. He was trying to come for him, trying to find reasons. He sounded like, what's the guy that interviewed Cristiano Ronaldo? He sounded like Piers Morgan. A guy that just wants to hate for the sake of hating. That's how Richard Keys sounded. That's how the media sounds when they come for Jude Bellingham. Richard Keys and all the English media, rest. Let the boy play his football. He's been magnificent until now. I was having a discussion with somebody the other day that said, oh yeah, Jude Bellingham last season wasn't at his greatest. The team wasn't at their greatest. Yes, it's not the same Jude that you saw in his first season. He has Kylian Mbappe. He has to adopt a different role. The game is different. Did he play well? Yes. Yes, they try and make it seem like even... this season, Jude has played well a lot of the time. But people watch Champions League games, a couple of La Liga games. That's it. No. He's not played well. He's struggled. No. Real Madrid have struggled as a team. Individually, there are players who have played well, but not always played fantastically because the team hasn't been consistent. It's like Kylian Mbappe. Yes, he scored so many goals this season, but we've seen a few games, even against Celta Vigo, where Kylian Mbappe wasn't at his best, but the team struggled. It wasn't like Real Madrid played well that game, and then Kylian Mbappe wasn't at his best. Real Madrid played fantastically, and then Jude Bellingham was poor. You don't see that, do you? Because in general, as a team, as a collective, they've not been that good. So the criticism as well is harsh. It's like what people have been saying about Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni's been one of the best DMs, but as a team, the balance has affected some of his performances. He's been amazing this season. But people will come and tell you Aurelian hasn't been that good. And based off which games have you watched? Honestly speaking, when it comes to Jude Bellingham, protect him, leave him alone, stop all this fishing, stop trying to, scapegoat him so that when England go to the World Cup, you can blame him. He scored a goal. He said, who else? And what's the problem? And what's last minute bicycle kick to keep you in the Euros? Who else? Who else really? Who else? I mean, I'm the one who delivered. I scored. Who else then? Yeah, me. What the boy's telling you is that who else are you going to rely on? And who else is going to get you out of trouble? Rely on me. One thing about Jude, he doesn't shy away. He does not shy away. I'm like, listen, even penalty shootouts. When Real Madrid won the Champions League, we saw what happened. Jude Bellingham stepped up, scored. I believe that's one of his first career penalty shootouts anyway. In the Euros, same thing. And he was fatigued. Scores. Last season, Atletico Madrid, Champions League. We saw how Jude played in extra time, the best player on the pitch. Nobody mentions those kind of games. Extra time. Midfielder that's been running up and down, tackling. And then steps up, scores. So when the boy is saying who else, you don't want him to say who else. He steps up. Champions League in his first season at Madrid, from Dortmund. We're talking 2 years prior, he was in Championship. Well, 3 seasons before, he was in the Championship, play football. Guys, wake up. Don't fall into the media games. I'm here to cancel all of those things because I know how people come for Madrid players. But now this is just about Jude in himself. It's a narrative they're trying to paint. And all those that try and paint that narrative that Jude Bellingham is not a good footballer, I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications, like this video. And guys, let me know what you think about this one. Honestly, I didn't know. It was brought to my attention when I saw Cams talk about it. And I thought to myself, let me get it out to my people as well. And let's discuss. But honestly, I'm disgusted by what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. But I know it comes with the territory. With the Real Madrid players, we know this. It's hatred. But for the fact that it comes from his own country, his own fellow countrymen, and they're trying to demonize Jude Bellingham, I'm tired of it. Stop it. Really, really, really stop it. I'll see you soon.